This video shows how to complete a victim's compensation application online. The first thing you are going to need to do is select Crime Victims Compensation Application. From there, it will take you to an instruction and information page, very similar to the cover sheet of our paper application. From there, you will need to select the most applicable role in completing this application. Or if you're completing this application on behalf of a victim or witness of a violent crime, a deceased victim, a victim who is a minor, a victim who is an adult and is incapacitated, or a person who is not the victim but is paying bills on behalf of the victim. Those roles will dictate which screens you see. For this video, we are going to select a victim or witness of a violent crime. From this page, you're going to start seeing red asterisks. Those are required fields throughout this application. On the right-hand side, we have a tracker, and that is going to show you exactly where you are in the application process and how much longer you need to go. Here, you can either type in the required information or use the calendar, or you could do a combination of both. For the Social Security or TIN, you have three options. The third one is if they are a US citizen, but they are visiting from another country, then you are going to want to select no identifier. Otherwise, if they have a Social Security number or TIN, you will need to select that and enter that required information. Preferred name is a new section that we have recently added. This section is all optional. On this page, you're going to want to provide information about the crime. Once you select the city of the crime, it's then going to give you the options for the various counties that that crime may reside in. Once you start typing in this particular field, it's going to then start displaying agencies that meet that criteria. You'll note that any of the question section, any of the sections that have the question marks by them will provide more information about that section. If the crime was not reported to the proper authorities within 72 hours, you're going to want to select no and provide the reason. The same thing applies if the application wasn't submitted within 3 years for the date of crime, if you have an adult victim, or if they were a minor at the time of the victimization and it wasn't submitted within their 21st birthday. The referral information is important to select the one that is most applicable. And then when you get to the referring information, the name of the referring agency, listing this information is going to be critical. So that way the referring agency can see this application on their portal. At any time throughout this, you can hit Save Draft Application and come back to this application. On the benefits requested, if you know which benefits you're going to need ahead of time, please select them. If not, it's okay to leave them blank if you're unsure at this time. Attorney's name and information. is if you have an attorney that is representing you for this victimization, we're going to select check, but should a victim be interested in direct deposit or ACH, they would select that option and download the supplier request form to complete that and return it to our agency. Please note that the first payment will be made via check. For the medical records section, they have the option of downloading the medical authorization form from our website. You can do that and return it, or you can select this option that you're going to do that form at a later time. If you have insurance, it's important to include that information. Please note that if you're not the primary policyholder and you're a victim of sexual assault or family violence, you can check our new opt-out box if you don't want to provide your insurance information. It's important that you meet both criteria for this opt-out. Secondary contact information is nice to include, but not mandatory. But should that victim become unlocatable, then it is nice to have that information. We're going to go ahead and sign here in the portal. However, if your victim claimant is not here in front of you, you would need to select send the e-signature through the mail. But all the steps that we're going to do to sign it in the portal are what they would have to do if they receive that link via email. We're going to go ahead and click consent to the DA's access because that is a nice additional feature that agency can also help this victim through the process in addition to just the referring agency. This is the consent form. We're going to read and scroll through this. Once we've read it, we're going to click the accept button. This then shows the application that has been valued with the information that we've completed. It's really important to review it to make sure all of this information that we have entered is correct and on the form. Once you review it, we're going to go ahead and sign it. And click to sign the other sections on this application. Once we're done reviewing and signing, we're going to hit confirm and click finished. The next section it's going to bring us to is that it's going to be required, you see by the red asterisk, that we upload a copy of the investigative document. That could be a police or incident report, indictment, warrant, or TPO. So we're going to go ahead and select that. And you'll want to upload a PDF version of any documents that you have. Right now, the only required document is the investigative document. So we're going to go ahead and hit submit application. It's important to note that that submission process could take a couple of minutes, so please do not refresh your browser. And we did receive our submission of confirmation. This does include our claim number, which is going to be important to either take a picture of note that claim number for future reference. Please allow up to 5 business days for an initial claim status to be updated in the system. Thank you.